Yo, I'm up, as you can see. It's late, working on some stuff outside the channel. It's neither here or there, but I'm here to let y'all know that I finally did it. I finally finished Berserk 97. Um this isn't gonna be much of a review. It's more so I just want to talk about what stood out to me since I'm fresh off of finishing the animated series. Um, I felt like Berserk 97 was like this animated version of a Shakespeare play, except it has demons and rape in it. um, I can tell just off how the the version of Berserk in '97 is with the blood that they had in it. I can already tell without even reading that the manga is probably more horrifying and um, more brutal than any Berserk anime that's out. So that includes the '97 one, the movies, the 2016 version that looks like it's been made on a PS3. Whatever. I can just tell after finishing this and watching this that the manga is probably hell times infinity than what I saw on Berserk 97. Um, what I liked about Berserk was how Guts had a lot of internal problems. He had a lot of issues, and as the story went on, um, he I liked how he started to want something for himself, and that's usually the case for any human being, and that's the parallel that I kind of saw from this anime to just real life, where you don't want to be up under somebody all the time, man, and that's normal. It doesn't mean you don't care about that person's goals or vision. It's just you want something on your own. You want something for yourself. And I like that about Guts. And I liked how you saw him from the beginning. And then you just witnessed that grow inside of him. And he can't hold it in any longer. He is just like, yo, I love everybody I'm around, but I look up and then I just don't have anything. He we see him become a leader, but and he went from just this savage to a leader that is a savage, and I thought that was dope. I really enjoyed that. Now I thinking on when I made my old video about starting Berserk 97, I said that Guts was this loser. He just gave off the vibe of a loser, strong but a loser. You see him kind of shed that as the series goes on, and I like that. And he finally gets like grounded as a person, and when he gets grounded as a person, his whole life gets destroyed. And it's again, that's what makes it feel Shakespearean to me. It's tragic. And once he started to become more human, demons ruined everything. That's the irony and everything. And what makes Guts such a captivating character is his vulnerability. I love the vulnerability he had throughout this series, and it was definitely a work of art. So I really enjoyed it, and for it to be that old and for me to feel that about it speaks volumes of how great Berserk is. And again, this is coming from someone who's only seen the 97 version. I have not begun to read it yet. So yeah, just for me feeling that about the 97 version is nuts. And then I like Casca. Um, it kind of gave off a feeling of a love triangle, but I think it's more than that. I think it was just more about just friendship. As corny as that may sound, it's just about being a good friend, and that's what it's about. Because for me to say it's a love triangle between Guts, Griffith, and Casca, that'd be kind of lazy on my part. But I just felt it was about friendship and jealousy. I don't think love had anything to do with it at all with those three. Um, Now I like Casca a lot. She was one of my favorite characters. Same, kind of the same as Guts, like savage, and then you see her become more human, and you see her growth, and it was a great watch, and it was a great thing to see. I enjoyed her a lot. Now, let's get to Griffith. Do I hate Griffith? No. Um, do I want to see him? Do I want to see Guts get his revenge? Kinda. But one thing I took away from the series after as soon as I finished episode 25, was like everything that Guts stands for, especially once we saw Guts kind of fully evolved. That is the complete opposite of Griffith. Even before Griffith sacrificed everybody, um, as Guts was becoming more human, it seemed that Griffith was trying his best to run away from humanity, as much as possible. And Guts is kind of like what you see is what you get, and Guts isn't a liar. Griffith lived in lies. Even before the sacrifice, even before he betrayed everybody. Griffith lives in lies and deceit. That's just who he is. And Guts played such a huge role in those lies and deceit because he helped Griffith's rise to power. Griffith wouldn't have become as powerful as he did without Guts. That's just point blank, period. Without Guts, a lot of those wars they're losing. And even though Griffith is really, really skilled and is on the same tier as Guts, without Guts, Guts is the MVP. That's just bottom line. And even though Guts was carrying out like this facade for Griffith and carrying out his lies, he felt that because Guts is a real dude. He's real and he felt it. He's like, yo, this just isn't for me. And it means I love everybody, but I need something on my own. And then Griffith didn't only just lie to the people around him or the people he was up against. He lies to himself. And he claims he wants somebody just as ambitious as he is, um and he wants Guts to be his equal. It's a lie. But he doesn't realize that he's lying to himself. He realized he was lying to himself when Guts left. He challenged him to a one-on-one, and Guts won. That's when he realized I do not want anyone to be my equal. I felt he wasn't depressed because Guts left and like, oh no, my everything I worked for is going to shit. It was the simple fact that Guts grew, surpassed him, and he was now a better person than him. What Griffith was chasing and what Guts were chasing were two different things. Guts was more on the evil. Griffith was more on the evil side, of course. Guts is more on like just life and just humanity. Guts got to his goal faster than Griffith did. That's what Griffith is sad about. It has nothing to do with, oh man, this guy beat me and now I'm about to lose everything and I gotta go back and to being, just a bum mercenary with pretty white blonde Uncle Jesse Full House hair. It was nothing like that. It was kind of like he 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 understood at that moment that he wanted more, and what he was lying to everyone about and keeping up this front overtook him. It was too much for him to carry. So he couldn't lie no more. It was just like, yo, I can't hide it anymore. Like, I, I cannot stand the fact that this guy is on equal footing as me. This guy is about to go to what is his oasis, which is, and knowing how Guts would have achieved what he set out for. That's a given. And Griffith knew that. And Griffith couldn't stand that. And that's what drove him to finally stop lying to himself and become what he really was. Pure evil. That's what he is, man. Like, he's a fraud. Griffith is a fraud. He never cared about the Band of the Hawk or their goals. He only cared about his goals. And he realized that when Guts' sword touched his shoulder and brought him to his knees, that's when he understood that he didn't care about no one's goals but his own. And he was holding himself back by not being truthful. That's what I took from it. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I interpreted it. Who am I? I'm just the guy that only seen the 97 version, so whatever, take that as you will. Now, will I ever revisit this? Now I would say no. I'll probably revisit the last 3 episodes, maybe. But I think I'll revisit it once I read a good deal of the manga and then get a little bit more in-depth information and experience about Guts' upcoming, I mean not upcoming, but his past and his upbringing, and a little bit more deeper details on Griffith. Then I'll probably go back and watch the 97 version again. One thing I thought was weird about the 97 version was the first episode I really felt should have been like the last episode. I don't know why they put that there. I think it makes for a better watch if that episode with Guts already having a missing arm and a missing eye. I think it's a better watch if that's placed at the end of the anime instead of the beginning. And then it left out on a cliffhanger too. I would have been pissed if I was watching this in '97. I would have been heated for it to hang on to end on a cliffhanger like that. That was crazy. But overall, man, I really enjoyed it, man. This was a good series, man, for real. Again, it just felt like a Shakespeare play. It was beautifully written. The characters were good. The dub voices was good. The soundtrack was good. But all old soundtracks is flames. All of the old anime soundtracks be dope. I really like this series, man. Again, it of course it's dated because it was made in '97. But like I said in the beginning of this video, I can tell that it did what it could do. Cause I'm already knowing. I already have a feeling that the manga is just way more gruesome and just way more over the top than the anime could ever be. So I'm kind of looking forward to that too. But again, I'm not on the big like, oh, Griffith has to die train. It's just a good story. Now yes, that last scene was nuts. With the sacrifice, that was crazy. How Guts survived that, I can't wait to read. But yeah, like it was the eye contact that did it for me. It's just like, okay, I understand what everybody's coming from now. Like, yo, I'm putting I'm putting my manhood in your chick right in front of you, and I'm making I'm not even looking at her titties. I'm making eye contact with you. That is the that is so disrespectful. That's beyond disrespect. I don't even know what to take that as. That's just another level of disrespect that I think I'll probably go to prison for life if it happened to me. For sure. Like, that's just another level of disrespect that I can't even fathom. That type of disrespect is just past my knowledge. Again, the eye contact. The eye contact. Yes, I'm putting it inside her, in front of you. You can't do nothing. I'm looking at you in your eyes. Yeah, Griffith was all about that eye contact. That's how you knew he was evil. That eye contact once he was shriveled up, you know what I'm saying? Like looking real crazy, looking like a zombie. And he was just his eyes were locked in on Guts and Casca at every moment that he could. Again, it wasn't about him being in love with Casca. It was just the jealousy. He seen what Guts evolved into, and Guts evolved faster than Griffith did, and Griffith didn't like that. That's all that was, man. It's just jealousy, pure jealousy. You know what I'm saying? And comparison. And what's the quote for comparison? Comparison is the thief of joy. Of course, Griffith don't got no joy no more, and that's why he's a demon. But that's what I thought of Berserk '97. Great series, yet once again. But yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to get that off my mind, man. I didn't really feel like, you know, you know, doing my usual YouTube preparation and stuff like that. I just really wanted to come off the top with it and just let y'all know how I was feeling, just from the heart. That's it. But I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I just had to give y'all this, man, because I care about y'all. Never forget that. It's too late. Literally, it's too late. I'm Benny. I'm out.